Welcome to Potion Sword Run. Welcome to another episode of Cats and Coffee. Although I already finished my coffee, guys. I'm sorry. I just made some old original coffee off the, you know, how I usually do. Stovetop, pour, drank it, ate it, had some cereal. That was my breakfast this morning. I'm gonna have an early lunch. I'm not quite sure what, but we'll figure that out in a few hours or so. But yeah, man, I just wanted to start the day off on Monday, see what's going on in the video game industry, see what's going on in life in general. I also want to do a little bit of pixel art with you guys. I'm gonna start drawing one of my trees for my game, and I figured it'll be kind of cool to get that because I usually do it in the morning where I'm more active, or at least I start in the morning. Yesterday I started doing pixel art at what time did I wake up? I woke up at 7, so well, I started like at 9 doing pixel art, and then I didn't like stop until like pretty much 7:30, and so fuck, I don't know, at least like 12, 14 hours. Took breaks and shit, of course, but yeah, it takes a lot of time and a lot of redoing and just yeah, like game, like I have no illusion and shit that I'll be releasing a game like in a month. No, it's gonna take a freaking long time. And the thing is, when I'm doing working on the pixel graphics, like even within just that session of sitting down and working on it, I get better at it. So like when I first start, like I end up revising it and making it better than it was when I first started. Little different little techniques and stuff, or just so I mean, oh shit. So I know eventually I'm gonna go back and redo them again, like update them. So I'm not really spending too much crazy time on them, but I am kind of like making them look the way that I want when it comes to certain graphics. And I'm talking about a spreadsheet um, that I'm working on. But today I'll be working on a tree, so we'll see how that goes in the game industry. Just for anybody who doesn't know, the program that I'm using to create my sprites for my video game, it's called Assist Sprite. Let me pull it up. And let me show you guys. That's why I have the webcam here, so I can show you my screen, because for some reason I can't I can show you my screen with OBS, but I can't show you this program for some reason. So I haven't quite figured it out, but I just did a little ghetto setup here, so you get to see my screen this way. But the program that I use right here, you can see it as the little mouse is going down in the bottom. It's called Acid Sprite, or Ace Sprite, however you want to pronounce that. But this is pretty much my pixel making program. And yeah, so like, you draw with pixels. And then, you have your tools over here, and then your, like, for example, right now I'm using the brush tool. Let's say I'm going to use the eraser tool, and then you have your properties up here that end up changing based on the tool that you're using. Then you have all your preset colors here, and you can also edit a bunch of different stuff if you want, but it also has a bunch of different preset colors already. So it makes keeping your colors in your game universal, like nothing's clashing, because these are true and tested color sets that actually complement each other. And it also pretty much, like, for example, this Game Boy one right here only has one, two, like, four colors. So if you were to use this as your color set for your game, you only have four colors. So it's kind of like a challenge, but at the same time kind of makes it easier because you're not using too many colors. Like this one here, Google UI, has so many freaking colors that you just might not know what green to use. You know what I mean? Like, so many options. Whereas here, you have to use green no matter what. But anyways, so that's a challenge too within making your game, is actually picking a color palette. Uh, this is not the color palette that I'm using right now. Um, I'm using a different color palette actually, but this is the one that's preset to when you start a new file and stuff. But yeah, this is the program that I'm going to be using to create my tree. The color set, though, I think it was this one that I was using. Yeah, this is the color set that I'm using. Um, there we go. Where am I? So yeah, that's the color set that I'm using for my sprites. Uh, I also want to talk today about Crimson Desert again. I know I made a video about it yesterday. I actually recorded that the day before, but I ended up releasing a Smash JT video about his hot sauce, so I held it off for a day. I was gonna release it for members, but I got tired and just ended up didn't upload it, so I released it like normal yesterday. But the developers actually have come out from Crimson Desert and addressed the AI slop that was presented. Now, for those of you that didn't watch the video, I talked about Crimson Desert and all the problems that it has with the controls and stuff, um, the visuals, but most importantly, the thing that really got me was the AI slop they used in the game, and one particular place is the actual paintings. Let me see if I still actually have that stuff. But on the actual paintings, you can tell they're using AI slop. But they actually came out today, and or yesterday, and they addressed it. Hey, what's up, Ricky Ricardo? Um, I was just talking about what I'm gonna be talking about today. Just nothing really in particular, but I was talking about my video game. I'm gonna be creating some assets today. I'm gonna be working on trees. So I'm gonna be doing that online a bit. But I want to talk about Crimson Desert, because they were caught using AI, and they came out today and apologized for using AI in their game. But I want to see if I got it. Fuck, I have so many files open. I should have been more ready. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? All right, here it is. Here's the a big old statement that they ended up releasing because they got caught using AI. And see, that's the thing that people got to realize and not get it twisted. The only reason why the developers of Crimson Desert actually came out and started addressing this to begin with is because they got caught. You know, it isn't because they had to change a heart or any of that. That crapola, or they felt bad or not. If they didn't get caught, they would have not have addressed this whatsoever. But let me bring up their statement so that I can be fair and balanced like Fox News. Oh my god. So this is a statement that they released today, in case or yesterday, in case anybody cares. But remember, this is all just corporate freaking speak, man. They don't really care about that they used AI in it. Um, but this is what they say. We would like to address the question regarding the use of AI in Crimson Desert. During development, some 2D visual props were created as part of early stage iteration using experimental AI generative tools. These assets helped us rapidly explore tone and atmosphere in the earlier phases of the production. However, our intention has always been for any such assets to be replaced. Following final work and review by our art and development team, with work that aligned with our quality standards and creative direction. Following reports from our community, we have identified that some of these assets were intentionally included in the final release. This is not in line with our internal standards, and we take full responsibility for it. We also acknowledge that we should have clearly disclosed our use of AI. While these tools were primarily used during early production with the expectation that the assets would be replaced prior to release, we recognize that this does not excuse the lack of transparency. And have another little piece as well that goes with it. Oh shit. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Let me finish the other part right here. This is probably the most important part. We are currently conducting a comprehensive audit of all the in-game assets and are taking steps to replace any affected content. Update assets will be rolled out in the upcoming patches. In parallel, we're reviewing and strengthening our initial process to ensure greater transparency and consistency on how we communicate with players moving forward. So, yeah, pretty much they said, oops, we got caught. And because we got caught, then we're going to, actually change the assets that we use. Now, the thing is, the reason why I call bullshit on this is because not we, but, game developers, publishers, studios have been making video games for 50 years, 60 years. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a long ass time. And during that time, they've had no issues using placeholder graphics to be placeholder graphics. And yeah, once in a while it'll be funny and shit when one of them gets through because they accidentally missed it. But they're blatantly obvious placeholder graphics. And studios have been doing that for years, So there's no reason for these companies to use AI slap. They don't even have to be awesome, like artistically placeholders. They can be just like random shit, and that's what people used to use. Game developers used to use like random shit. Just throw up a asset up there because they're gonna take it down eventually. And the whole point of making it look ridiculous is so when the developers goes out there and change them to the assets that they've been working on or should have been working on, the real assets, they can tell which ones are ridiculously out of place. But when you start using AI ones that try to mimic real graphics, even though these ones look like shit with the legs going everywhere when it comes to the horses, it makes it a lot more difficult for people, for developers, for testers to see, the graphics for what they are. Instead of making them like bright green, red, or whatever, like out of place, they're making them feel like immersion. Like why? Like your games, you should feel immersed in your game without the graphics, being a part of it. Once you get to that point, the graphics will just put it over the top immersion. But if you're not immersed in your game and what you're doing, then having freaking AI paintings and shit or whatever ain't gonna do it. Um, the thing is, they thought they just got away with it. That's what the thing is, and they didn't. So now they got to go and fix it. And that's not the only thing they're fixing. They actually came out and addressed the controllers, and they're actually fixing that too, or actually have or something. I haven't played it, but yeah, man, it's like there's so many freaking problems with that game. But the biggest problem was the use of AI. And the thing is, like, if these companies are gonna start using AI for whatever reason and shit, because that's what they're doing, disclose it. Just let us know. Let the consumers decide if they want to buy the game or not, or if they think it's worth $75 if you're actually stealing assets from the world. Speaking of which, what's up, Buggy? Good morning, man. Haha, remember back in 2023, people saying AI is okay as long as it's only aid large projects made by people. Now everyone's changed their minds. Gamers, we want AAA games to be cheaper, 1% complete on release date, also with no AI. Dude, like Mike Ibarra, the president of Blizzard, came out and told pretty much in a tweet and told gamers that they need to man up because AI is gonna be put in every freaking video game, and not just every video game, but everything that we have. And to a point, he has a point. Given the way that companies are right now, Microsoft putting and someone actually told him too. I'm so glad that you are not working for Blizzard anymore. And then he said, "Well, I hope you enjoy Copilot in the next WoW." And that's the thing, man. These companies are gonna try to put AI into everything they can, anything they can, just to prop it up because they've been spending so much money on it, and they want the consumers to, use the AI. So I have no doubt that we're gonna start seeing it more in our video games, but um, it doesn't mean that we have to take it. It doesn't mean that there can't be any rules around it. It doesn't mean that that they don't have to disclose it. The same thing goes with like GMO when it comes to food. Like if it's genetically modified or if it's organic or if it's whatever blah blah blah, they have to label it. I know they try to get around it when it comes to food labels, calling shit natural, calling shit fresh when it really isn't. But there's got to be something like when it comes to smoking cigarettes and shit. How they have how they have. I'm sorry. This is for the screen. Um, where they have warning signs that it causes cancer or birth defects for pregnant women and stuff. Like, just let us know if anything that has AI. But like Mikey Barr was saying, they're gonna be putting AI in everything, not just our video games, and they're gonna be putting in our. I think they already have it, like in our freaking fridges and shit, and like our appliances. And it's like why? Like if it isn't broke, like why try to fix it? I don't understand that. And the reason why is because they're not innovating anymore. They can't sell us a new TV. Nobody's buying TVs anymore. Everybody already has their TV. Once in a while, they might buy a TV. But no one's buying all these, things because we already have these things. We already have washers and dryers and shit. I already have a freaking litter box and air purifier. Like I'm not gonna go buy another air purifier. So the thing is, they're starting to put AI into everything to make you think you need to upgrade and shit to get the latest and greatest thing. When, video games are AI. Yeah, like when it comes to AI, we're not talking about trying to make like the game characters smarter. Like if it was something like that where AI was able to make them um like have a routine, just oh shit, I keep on hitting this fucking little mic. But I have him be like a smarter type of thing, then I don't see a problem with that, you know. Um but when you start creating assets and art, that stuff first of all is stolen from everybody else. The AI did not create it; they're replicating it at best. So they're stealing the assets from somewhere. Um, and then it comes out like slop with fucking horses with 7 legs and shit, look like octopus, like artwork that looks just generic that you know it's AI. You can tell it's AI. It's like it breaks immersion, you know. So they're using AI for the wrong freaking things. Sure, yeah, it like if I was like a broke ass studio had I couldn't draw for shit and I needed some placeholders, then maybe I can give that a pass. But this is like a big ass publisher with buku money. It isn't a struggling indie developer and shit. So there's no reason for them to be using AI, especially when we have a proven record of, you know, when it comes to art, because we have a way to make video games. We've been making video games like this for so long. They're not using AI to freaking cure cancer. They're not using AI to make the game smarter, like the enemies smarter, or just be more like realistic. They're using it to create filters, and they call that realistic with like the NVIDIA DLSS 2555. I've heard of Ricky Ricardo says I've heard of controllers with AI chips to play and advanced stages we can't make it through. Probably they were talking. What was it? I think Xbox was talking about they're gonna implement AI and Copilot into the next Xbox, and I think this one too in an update later on that pretty much would take over for you if you get stuck and play for you like the actual Xbox does. I'm not sure if like the controller if that had to do anything with the conversation, but I did read something about that. And then I remember back in the day on the PlayStation, the first one that we have now, PlayStation 5, um, not the Pro, but the PlayStation 5 when it first launched, they had like game cards that if you ever got stuck in a game, like it would have different cards and clues in a certain area that you can like click, and it'll show you like a quick little tutorial on screen on how to do like beat the level or beat that part or what you got to do. So I mean, in essence, I guess we've always had that kind of helper mode in our games, or they've been trying to implement those recently. Um, this is just another iteration of that, a more advanced iteration of that. But like, what's the point of playing if you're gonna have the game, do that for you? But then again, people look at tutorials and stuff like on YouTube and then they get stuck. So instead of doing that, you just use this. I get it. Um, yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. Like, there's been times where I've rage quit in certain parts of a game because I can't beat it. For example, that game, not Hollow Knight, but the one after Hollow Knight. Um, forgot what it was called because I stopped playing it. Because it was just too freaking hard, Like I couldn't beat the freaking bosses and shit. So I would have probably used that feature if it was available. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, even though I don't like AI. But yeah. So Crimson Desert devs are full of shit. The only reason why they're gonna fix it is because they got caught. But at the very least, at least they addressed it. At least they confessed, and at least they said going forward they will be letting people know their usage of AI when it comes to their games. And that's like the least that they can do. Silk Song, yes, thank you, Leo Diaz. Good to see you. Yeah, Silk Song was just a little too hard for me when it came to the little like bosses that you come across, and it came to the point where it was just frustrating to play. And I don't play games to get frustrated, constantly frustrated. I don't mind dying here and there, and then persevering, and then feeling better about myself because I rocked ass. GGs. But on to a certain point, man. And yeah. Good morning, last line. How's it going, man? Yeah, good morning, morning, folks. Yeah, the reason why I stream in the morning is because I don't have, well, first of all, I have nothing to do in the morning after I clean and eat breakfast. It's like my time and Charlie time. I take her out for a walk, whatever. But I don't know, I have more energy in the morning. Like at night, I just want to relax and chill, like zone out, That's why I watch other people at night and shit, and I stream in the morning just to, I don't know, shoot the shit. If you guys are stuck at work, you know, if you guys want like a quick hour of release, you know, you're just talking crap, hanging out, then that's what I'm here for, guys. Especially now since I think Atari Creep might be back, but I know he used to stream every morning. I used to watch him every morning, but he recently got a job doing robotics somewhere, and I'm not I might have missed some development in that, but since he's not streaming anymore, I figured fuck it, I'll stream. Fuck this little camera. Speaking of, last line says, speaking of frustrating, I had a crazy fight in Crimson Desert, last one, that ironically used a mechanic I complained about in the video I did recently to easily beat them. Um, I already talked about Crimson Desert on developers coming out and apologizing about the AI and all that stuff and fixing the controllers. I'm not sure if they fixed the controllers yet or if they're planning on to, but they said they were going to fix the controllers. So hopefully it'll be a lot easier to play and stuff. But yeah, I see a lot of people rage quitting that game because they have no difficulty modes, and a lot of the bosses are kind of hard to beat, or a few of the bosses are hard to beat. But it might be a case of you're just not that good yet. Supposedly, people are saying that the game gets better like 10 hours in. But and I know it's an RPG with like hundreds of hours to put into, but I mean, 10 hours is a lot of time to ask for a game to start to get good. If you know what I mean? I mean, 2 hours, man. 2 hours is a lot of time to ask. You know, you got to start getting good quick. So I'm still on the back burner on the game. I know if I play that game, it's gonna take me like a long time. I'm gonna like take because I like exploring. I'm the kind of guy that explores every nook and cranny of everything. And supposedly this game does exploration pretty good. Even though some of the quests are pretty weak, like go collect pieces of wood, the like MMO type quest. Um, I don't know, like the world. Even though nothing really special. I mean, I like exploring, so I can see myself getting lost in that game for a good while. But right now, I have other games to play. I still haven't finished Resident Evil Requiem. I bought Axiom Verge, and I actually got kind of hooked on it. Um, and there's other games that I just haven't even played. So I kind of want to, do those first before I jump in to. And plus, what I'm doing right now, I'm also gonna be doing this in screen right now. But I've been working on my graphics or I've been working on some graphics for the video games, for my video games. Yeah, I've been like yesterday I spent like freaking like 14 hours working on graphics, and I need to finish my sprite sheet so I can start building my game. And I'm building it as I go, as I learn the engine. And instead of using placeholder graphics, even though these are still not finalized, instead of using placeholder graphics, I'm gonna be using my own graphics. And that way, it can be like even if the graphics aren't complete, um, once I finish building the game, it'll be like my game because it'll be my graphics and my mechanics and stuff that I implement into the game. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today as well. I'm gonna be working on a little bit. Oh shit! I'm actually gonna start doing that right now on my tree. It's 4 p.m. where Leo is at. Um, yeah, was that Germany still? I believe. Yeah, it's only 9:40 where we're at over here. I hear you on that. I've heard many high praise for Persona 4 Golden, but I checked it out after 3 hours because the time was nothing but walking around and talking to people. No battle, puzzles, or choices. Yeah, I think like in the Persona games, like they expect you to actually like live and breathe in the game. You know what I mean? So you do a bunch of just walking and talking and nothing. But yeah, you're supposed to like enjoy the whole like world type thing. Um, Kind of like a almost like a live service type thing. You know what I mean? Where you just but like in a single player sense. But yeah. Um, like I was telling people, the program that I'm using for the program that I'm using for my pixel art and my graphics is called Asprite. It's a pixel building program. I still need a. I've been working on. I worked on the weapons a while ago. Yesterday I was working on a bunch of different tiles as dirt tiles. They're still not finalized, but let me show you since we're here. So these are different dirt tiles that I've been working on for the game that I've been working on. One with grass, some with leaves, and just different variations of them. I still got to work on the dirt part because a lot of the dirt parts are just copy and paste. So I need to like move the little particles, the rocks and stuff and whatnot. What I really like about this is a little preview window down here. Like here, when you're looking at it, um, like obviously it's pixel art, so there's not that much detail. You know what I mean? But when you look at it in the smaller preview window down here, and what it will most likely look in the game, it starts to look like a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense. You can actually tell that those are like leaves and stuff. Um, but yeah, that's what actually. And I know this doesn't look like much, but off and on, I worked all day on this yesterday from like 9:30 to like about 7:30. I did take breaks like in between in like hours, half an hour, to read, to go eat, to go do different things. But man, this stuff just took me so damn long. Not only am I learning the program still, but I'm learning how to I'm still creating the graphics as I go. Like I do have a my little book here that I have little notes and stuff, and then I always do the this is a level design, but I do the sketches first, and then I add color to it. I got the wrong markers here. I got acrylic, so it covers up the pencil work or the pin work, and I don't want that because it's hard for me to see the detail. So I got to get new markers. But um, for right now, they fit. But as you can see, if you compare the rocks, they're like not even close to what I have here. But the thing is, I want to see how they look first when I put them in the video game, because I think they might look funny having all the cracks and stuff. But I might create other rocks with cracks as well to use as different templates, and I also want to create just dirt ones as well. But you can see, like, when you compare like my sketch of my leaves ones to the ones right here, like obviously they don't look um, alike because one is it's different mediums. One is pixel art and one is pen with pen, so they're gonna look different. But I still do it this way so I can still have a reference of what I want to build in my game. Um, so when I say like graphics aren't finalized, it's because they're not finalized. These are still going to be placeholders, even though these are going to be my graphics for my game. And you can see it here. I also have roses that that I sketched out, and I've also been working. I worked on roses yesterday, so different stencils of roses. They look like roses, right, guys? And this is my main character in her winter clothes. She still needs a lot of work as well, but so far, not this is not so far, but that's what I was working on yesterday. So that's what my pixel art is looking like these days. Um, yeah. All right, Leo. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this is gonna be a short freaking stream. I just wanted to give an update on Crimson Desert and just give an update on my pixel art and what I'm working on right now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had planned. I didn't have anything crazy planned for this one. It was gonna be a pretty much a short one, just shooting the shit and seeing what's up with everybody. Let's see what else is going on before I skedaddle. Um, Me and Charlie still gotta go get some breakfast or make some breakfast. The cereal is just to hold me down. Right now, like if you go to speaking of I'm gonna show you guys this before we skedaddle since it's on topic. Speaking of Crimson Desert and placeholder graphics, right now a lot of developers are getting in on the fun and showing off their placeholder graphics. And remember what I was telling you guys when I was talking about the placeholder graphics, and you make them look as ridiculous as possible, so that when you see them, you can replace them. Look at this one. This one, the Bambi. You know, obviously she's a placeholder graphic for this game. We have a fish that's hand drawn with freaking like a man body. It is a ruse, my dudes. A freaking question mark with an elevator. This crazy lady smoking, and it has like a hand drawn guy back there. This cat with an error ran out of time. The ran out of time thing is funny. It's just like a little placeholder because they ran out of time, you know? This actually didn't make sense. And so we used to be building video games, and we still do build video games this way with placeholder graphics. Even my graphics that are still there are not done. They're still placeholder graphics. And some of them are just, placeholder to begin with because I don't quite know what I want in a certain level yet. They're placeholder graphics. But yeah, so the Crimson Desert developers coming out with their bullshit excuse about trying to be immersed in the game while they're developing it, and that's why they used it, is just a sorry excuse that they got caught. Nothing else but that. So don't get it twisted, guys. Don't get it twisted. So, yes, I need to draw today. I need to finish the. I guess I can do that right now. I need to do some roses. Oh shit! What the hell? I had the wrong tool. Now you can also use like these things here to do symmetry, but I don't want my roses to be symmetry. Much better. It's kind of big actually. See, that looks like a rose, right? So that simple as that, man. Simple as that. Put one right here. Oh shit, wrong. I always do that. We'll keep this one a little smaller. Now you don't have to be perfect because not every rose out there is perfect. What is a G? G, G, G. And now we create some leaves. Put one right here. These ones are small leaves. There we go. And I'm going to put another one right here. I don't like that one. I don't like that one right there. I don't like this one right here either, but I'll fix that one later. Bam, much better. Much better, guys. Do another one over here. And one over here. And there we have some roses. And just like that, that is how we create roses for my game. But I gotta create so much more. I actually like it though. Like, it's fun. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's, creating graphics and shit. And yeah, I just get better and better the more I practice. But today I need to work on trees. Let me show you guys my. Ugh. Let me show you guys my. All right, so. Oh, you can't really. Oh shit! Oh, I was showing you the wrong freaking thing earlier. I was showing, I was trying to show you guys the graphics, and I was showing you guys the back of the freaking. I'm an idiot. Or maybe I wasn't. No, I don't think I was. Anyways, so here are my trees that I sketched out that I want to use for my game. I'm not sure if I'm going to use oranges or a different type of fruit. It might be an orange. But so yeah, so these are two trees that I'm working on. Um, I have another one up there that I didn't quite like, and I didn't like this one. I like those ones. Those ones look more like the tree trunks look more natural to me. That one kind of just looks, I don't know, they don't quite do the biz for me. So yeah, so I'm gonna be creating these trees now. I don't have any color on these because I don't like the acrylic markers that I bought. I need to buy some different type of markers where the artwork, because it covers up the pin work, and I need the pin work. So anyways, so yeah, those are the trees that I'm gonna be trying to replicate. And I learned from my lesson last time where I wasn't using my references when I was creating my graphics, so like they weren't even looking like what I wanted them to look like. But not only that, it made it harder to create the graphics because I had no visual representation of what I wanted them to look like. So now I'm taking the time to do it right and actually doing the pre-production first. You know, drawing out my assets, how I want things to kind of look, doing the artwork before I do the actual artwork. What's it called? What do they call the art, the pre-artwork before they do the artwork? I'm blanking today, guys. I'm so out of it. Um, Concept art. I gotta do the concept art before I actually do the real artwork. But anyways, that's my concept art for my I also have a. Oh, I keep on hitting this fucking camera. I also have. You can tell a little bit on the bottom right there. I didn't show that, but different concept arts for boxes of stuff that I'm gonna be using. So one box is open that has a fruit showing, and the other box is closed. And then there's a basket for fruit collecting. And like this is like a little, like you can see on the bottom right here, how I expect the level to be built. This is one square, two squares that are being built together. So the only reason why my assets right now don't have the cracks and stuff is because I think it's gonna be very distracting if there's cracks on my floors if they're not lining up and stuff. So I don't know. A lot of shit I gotta work on, man. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today, working on some trees, and maybe smoking some trees too. La 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 la. So I'm just gonna get started, and then I'm gonna leave you guys to it. So here's my sprite sheet. It's 32 by 32, which is not gonna be big enough for my tree. When you look at this here, one of these is a 32 by 32, and is only big enough for the tile that is my floor. One tile piece, and so a tree needs to be, I don't know. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 of these. Wrong place. Hmm. It's gonna take up 3 tiles. I need this to be. I think I need it to be this big. You know what we can do? Simple as that. We'll just take one of these. We'll take leaves. We'll copy that and we'll put it over here just for reference. So I'm gonna need my leaves reference. So I'm gonna need my canvas to be higher than this because the tree needs room to breathe. Oh shit. There we go. I'm trying to think of what color the tree would be. And it's a little difficult drawing with my fingers. That's what I'm doing. But then it just takes more time to revise my lines afterwards, you know. Um, this program, for some reason, is not on iPad, and I would love it for it to be on my iPad because then I could use my magic pen. And that's usually what I use to create all my artwork. open pixel somewhere. How do I move you down? See, this is the kind of things that always trip me up when I don't know how to do something. I want to move this one down so that I can use this tool and mark over the other green, because this layer is on top of that layer. But I can't just drag it for some reason. So now I have to Google how to do that, and so like things like this always slow me down. But I'm gonna try something else right now. Yes, I know I can do that. But I just created a layer below it instead of having to drag it down. So now when I color it, as you can see, it's not coloring over the green. I was trying to use the fill button, but oh shit, but it's coloring over the blue. I mean the trunk. Okay. Let me do it below the leaves. I mean below the trunks. Come on. See, not much better. So just understanding how to use the program too, and its workflow and its quirks and stuff like that. You know, it also takes time, guys. You're not gonna learn shit like overnight. Always takes practice. Oh, maybe I can use it right here. Oh, no, I can't. No biggie. Pixel art is a labor of love, guys, because you gotta do it one pixel at a time. Well, not necessarily always, but and even then, I still gotta come and fix a lot of these lines. So it's just always, you know, trial and error, and then crafting and crafting and crafting and crafting. sorry for the silence. I get a transfixed on what I'm doing when I'm drawing. I what's that? Like I doze off, not doze off, but like I get in a little trance, and then I just and then I just start losing focus of what I'm doing because I'm just stuck in the freaking. Anyways, so then what I end up doing is I end up looking at it and I end up fixing all the like always all the imperfections, and then I start adding more detail to it in different spots. Why can I not? Oh, wrong. I was using the wrong. And the thing is, I use the for like the highlights or the if I do any shadows. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do shadows yet. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. But since the leaves, oh, I'm using the wrong color. Oh, I can use that for a highlight, I guess. So the leaves here should represent the same colors as the foliage up here. I'm not gonna be doing a bunch of leaves on the trees. Might do a few for aesthetic, for aesthetics, and have it like fall off of the tree as an animation. But for the actual tree, I'm gonna do just different bunches of colors that represent the colors down here. But also with the trunk, I'm not liking the lightness of it, so I'm gonna change that to a probably darker color instead. Yeah, so I'm gonna go darker instead of light on the outside. But anyways, um, yeah, the tree's gonna take a lot more work. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys my workflow that I'm doing for my graphics and stuff for my video games. I'm gonna have to work on the foliage, which is gonna take a good while, and I'm gonna have to fix the tree trunk. Um, but I just wanted to show you guys what I do when it comes to my video game. But it's about time that I skedaddle off. I'm gonna go get some breakfast somewhere. I'm gonna take Charlie for a walk and start the day. Hope everybody had a good time. Hopefully out there is enjoying their lives, man. That's what it's all about. Remember, guys, we're blessed to wake up. We're blessed to have these beautiful lives that we got. So don't spoil them, man. Enjoy them for what they are. If you got to go to work, enjoy the people you're working with, man. Just be glad that you actually have a job that you can provide with your family. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully, you guys stay tuned with my game development and see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated as time goes by. I do have a dedicated channel for my games. It's called Potion Sword Run Productions. I switched over my No Script News channel. It only had like about 15 subscribers to my official Potion Sword Run Productions. That's the name of my video game company, and that also encompasses my any other type of artwork and stuff that I do for the company, or for like even YouTube videos and stuff. But so yeah, if you guys want to find, like, I'll put like official stuff on that channel. But when I'm just doing stuff like this, I'll use this channel as well. But if you guys want to subscribe, go ahead. Potion Sword Run Productions. Besides that, I have Catastrophe, which is my cat channel. I put mostly just anything cats there, even though I do put cat stuff here. But there you can find all of my cats if you guys are interested. But besides that, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I really freaking mean it, man. Be kind to yourself, because our brain play tricks on us and shit, you know what I mean? So don't listen to it sometimes. Always be kind to yourself. Do the little things that make you happy. And same thing, enjoy your life. Sunny outside, you know? Like, go out there and do something more than nothing. Always. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. Peace. Peace. I'm still here in the background. I'm getting shit ready while I do the outro.